Hytale's been out for 2 weeks and has already had 2 updates with a lot more planned. Update 3 will likely come into pre-release later this week and is surely going to have a lot included in it. While we don't know most of what it may have, Simon has shared some information about what is likely to come with Update 3 and other things coming in the near and longer term future for Hytale that you should be really excited about. One thing mentioned is likely coming with Update 3, but maybe Update 4, is a new character preset saver. Currently through the character creator, you have many options to choose from, but you have no way to save multiple characters, and that is a problem they are going to be solving. Simon shared a screenshot with us showing multiple profiles and a drop-down list for your character. We aren't sure if there will be any limit to how many profiles you can have saved, but this will be great for people wanting to save different variations of their character or maybe several completely different looks for whatever reasons that you may have for wanting to do so. I also covered months back a feature that Simon was looking to include along with this, which was the in-game wardrobes that you can craft, giving you in-game access to changing your character's look and outfits as a fun way to add immersion to your gameplay rather than having to go out to a menu in-game. This hasn't been mentioned again, but is still thought to be coming to the game eventually. Also on the cosmetic front, Hytale made a huge move by hiring one of the most prominent and talented modelers in the community, Violet. She has many good mods available on CurseForge and other sites that will make your world even more fun and expressive. This may also be our first look at Hytale's execution on their strategy of hiring talented people from the community to help them work on the game. And if this is a sign of things to come, this is definitely something players should get excited over and pay attention to in the coming months as more talented community members get hired. Simon has also been dropping some hints of some potential upcoming features or direction the studio may be taking when it comes to building and decorating in your worlds. Hi Captain posted these 4 screenshots you see here of a build he made in the game's creative mode, where you can break out of the normal block plane and make some incredibly cool and detailed builds. This house and garden look truly magnificent, and when Twitter user, fellow creator, and friend of the channel Dallas commented how he would love to be able to do some of this in exploration mode, Simon started dropping some hints. I chimed in and had a little back and forth with them, which amounted to Simon revealing that this level of detailing in your world will to some degree be coming to the game over time. They may not let exploration mode go quite as far as creative mode with how much blocks and items can be manipulated, but he has clearly expressed he wants players to be able to interact with their world more. If you have an item in your hand, you should be able to put it anywhere in your world you want and be able to situate it exactly how you want. Adding this level of control in a way that fits in exploration mode and maintains good game performance won't be easy, but it is something they are actively working on. Definitely keep your eyes open for the beginnings of this to start being added in updates soon. Now, one of the biggest pieces of news to come out this week is a post Simon made stating that they are looking to hire automation and tinkering devs and designers for Hytale. In this post, he gives a basic explanation of what they're looking for: a physics-driven system that includes many things you would see in something like Create Mod for Minecraft. Gears, shafts, belts, pulleys, power generation, and other physical parts. He wants something that players can piece together to build things, not all-in-one solutions. He wants something easy enough for people to just pick up on their own and figure out, but also be capable of building and doing some quite complex things for more advanced players. Several users started to probe Simon about this extending beyond just physical-based machines, many asking about magic having a role within the system, or even NPCs having a role within the system. And Simon agrees that some sort of mixed system that consists of physical objects, magic, and maybe some NPC interactions is what they're likely looking for. Now, I have my own ideas on this that I formulated a document on and I'm going to submit to the team. I'm no modder or coder or developer, but I do enjoy the thought exercise of designing such systems. So no, I wouldn't expect to even remotely be a serious contender for such a job. I just enjoy sharing my ideas. And in this case, my idea is a magical steampunk themed system where the magic essences and crystals that exist in the world can be used to create arcane essence or energy, which is used to power these magical steampunk themed machines. The machines would have both physical, real-world functionality, but also break the bounds of the real world with magic. Imagine a machine that travels across a single rail, powered by this arcane energy, and uses magic to pick crops within a certain range, and every action this machine on this track takes draws this magical energy from a connected battery-like magical power source. You could even build in NPC-based collaboration where the crops would then be collected by an NPC that would take them to a drop-off point. An NPC would work faster or slower, or maybe even waste some of the stuff it collects based on how happy or unhappy that it is. The NPC would be happier if it has an enclosed shelter, bed, cooked foods that it likes, and other things that it may enjoy, and be less happy if it doesn't have those things. So I'll be submitting my much larger plan. This was just a small piece of it I shared with you, over to see what the Hytale team thinks about it. And I'd like to hear what you think about either my little bit of the idea I just shared with you guys, or what ideas that you might have on automation Hytale down in the comments. So be sure to let me know. Now, moving on from this, creator and friend of the channel Chaser posted something that I don't think anybody barely knows exists in the game right now. I didn't know it existed before seeing the screenshot, and it's a giant copper ore vein that he dug out underground. He posted about this, and Simon responded saying that this was an intentional feature. It wasn't just a generation fluke or bug or something, and that it is super rare to find. We don't know if any other ores can be found like this, or if it's only copper. But for those of you that love finding this sort of rare thing in your world, it's time for you to start looking and report back if you find it, especially if you find anything other than copper. I'd really like to know what it is you guys find. Now, lastly, a lot of people have been wondering how long it'll take for us to actually see World Gen V2 fully in game. And it looks like it's going to be quite a while. They're looking to hire their 10 to 15 world designers first to help them put this world generation together for the game, which means they have a long way to go when it comes to creating all the game's biomes, prefabs, and more, and creating our entire world with them. I believe the biomes we have now aren't even close to the total number that we're going to see when the game actually releases. So if you're hoping to see more of World Gen V2, the only way you're going to be able to do that for a while is via the gateway and crystal system that's in the game right now, to take those temporary visits to see these little peaks at the new world generation. But the good news is, as they complete various bits of it, they'll likely keep adding more crystals to the game for us to get to use and get to see and experience more of this new world gen before it's fully ready to go in game. So I want to know down in the comments below, how excited are you for what's coming up in Hytale? What things are you looking forward to the most? And what do you think Hytale needs to add sooner rather than later? If you enjoyed today's video, I'd appreciate you supporting it by clicking the like button so YouTube knows you thought it was a good video, and support the channel by subscribing so you don't miss upcoming videos. I also live stream almost daily from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time, both here on YouTube and on Twitch at Prow8413, so please drop me a follow there as well. And if you want to support my Hytale content further, I'd greatly appreciate it if you use code PROW8413 when you purchase a copy of Hytale, or recommend that your friends use my code. And if you end up purchasing anything from servers that have creator codes, try using code PROW8413 with them as well, as I am partnered with several servers. So thank you so much for watching today. It's time for me to Hytale it out of here, and I'll see you later in Orbis. Goodbye.